12.
I am 11.
I am 12.
I am 11. I am 11.
I am 13.
I am 10.
I am 11.
The Lord said to Jeremiah, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations."
Jeremiah, in his youth, received the call from God.
God told Jeremiah that even before he was formed in his mother's womb, God already had chosen him to be a prophet to the nations. The chosen spokesman was God's voice to the people.
But Jeremiah replied, "I can't speak for you. I am just a youth."
We can all make excuses. I can't, or I don't know how. Jeremiah tried to use his youth as an excuse not to obey God's voice.
Jeremiah said to God, "I am only a youth." He was young and unexperienced when God called him. He felt inferior and intimidated by the size of the task which God was giving.
Jeremiah was called to warn God's people that bad things would fall upon them because of idolatry and sin.
The Lord replied, "Don't say I am just a youth, for you must go where I send you and say what I tell you. And don't be afraid of the people, for I will be with you and protect you."
You see, God does not call the equipped. He equips the called. God knew Jeremiah. He chose Jeremiah, and he appointed Jeremiah.
Are you running away from what God is calling you to do because you're just a youth?
Don't say, "I'm just a youth," because 1. God has given you a purpose. As God gave Jeremiah a purpose for his time and generation, and so God has given you a purpose.
2. Your youth is not an excuse. Jeremiah said, "But I'm just a youth. The task is too great for me." But God replied, "No, Jeremiah, your youth is not an excuse. Jeremiah, you have to be obedient to the task I gave to you."
3. God will equip you. God touched the mouth of Jeremiah, giving him the power of speech. God will not give you a task that you are unequipped for.
1 Timothy 4 verses 12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. When they say you can't, he says you can.
When they say you're just a child, he says you're my man.
When they say you're going to fall, he says I'll hold you steady.
When they say you're too young, he says you're ready.